Вечер добрый, дамы и господа. Как всегда, я вас приветствую. Вот и пришел этот день. Последний завершающий в моих обещанных словах. О, Ольга, привет. В самом начале увидела. Да, запустились уже. Да, этот день настал. Мой последний день, который я обещал. Сегодня мы поставим жирную точку в этой истории. В истории Макса. И в истории моих обещанных слов, которые я давал где-то 2 года тому назад. ГТАшки завершены, и Макс будет сегодня также завершен. Остановились мы с вами на 13 главе. Вот на предпоследней. Наконец-то этот день настал. Я вам, как всегда, напоминаю, не забудьте поставить лайк и по желанию подписаться. Вам не сложно, мне приятно. Огромное вам спасибо. Я начинаю свой последний путь. Обещанный последний путь. Как все торжественно и печально. Я уже сдохнуть успел. Ну что ж такое, а? Поторопился.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. They had their body armor, I had mine. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. And for me, for once, the police arrived just in time. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working. your strip club scumbag.
You.
Yeah, me.
I am mighty. You ain't gonna help me.
You get what you deserve, pal.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable.
They were legal.
That pervert could enjoy his time. It was time to leave this palace before somebody treated me to an extended stay. The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more pressingly, it seemed I was too. The security switch had to be in that booth. Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell, and no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. I immediately regretted that decision. Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Que porra você tá tentando fazer? Quebra!
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence. Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's blood money from the good doctor. Serrano had canceled one side of that transaction. The other was on me. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. I figured I should check out the security monitors while I had the chance. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Привет, Максим.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao-Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix. Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer. I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now.
Так, пицца, пицца, пицца. Я хочу пиццы. Тоже считаю, в полицейском участке дохерища пиц.
If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money?
Кстати, хороший вопрос, где пончики? Действительно, пиццы дохерища, а пончиков не видно.
Sao-Paulo's own David and Goliath. I'd pinned De Silva as a coward, but he'd risked more than anyone, and he'd never taken a bribe. I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil, but this was where I was. 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent my career dozing off in the briefing room. Now wasn't the time. The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who'd act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver. It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique. There it was, the tape from the Branco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela. Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come. Him and Becker. I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years. The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces police in the favela of Nova Esperança left 150 people dead or critically injured. Mayoral candidates were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Branco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again. In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo caused quite a stir.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
And you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
Блять, а ну я же целился в него, какого хера не попал?
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. I felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past. Special Forces painkillers. It was a little late to be thinking about precautions, but something told me this shit show was barely through the warm-up act.
Да, давно в кино я ходил. И навряд ли вообще в скором времени пойду. Опять же, я не в рэп. Че, блядь, не... На инглише озвучки слушай. Так что максимум онлайн кинотеатр. Ни больше, ни меньше.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own. Felt like I was going around in circles, getting further away from the truth. I had to find my way out of there.
О, здорово, Глав.
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus! Americans love to interfere in things you do not understand.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
How stupid can one man be? You even see what a joke you are?
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
You were doing so well! You had to go and spoil it!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
You should know when to walk away!
Проблема что-то у меня с хилками. Что, блядь, так неудачно эти вышли.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker! Something funny about dying?
I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece of shit! I know everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the crachá preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime. I give you a bonus, but I think you just frittered it away. Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep.
So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them, too. Every last one of those bastards.
Check in. Come on, you bastards.
Нет, конечно, какой за 4 часа в Айсу проходил. Там некоторые стримы забанились из-за авторского права, из-за музыки. Но это именно по войсе. По остальному все нормально. Ну, Артур, здорово. Да, последняя миссия. Последняя глава. точнее. Блин, я же глок выкинул. Я думал, дигл выкинул. Не, глок я, пожалуй, возьму.
Vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag. These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. I could deal with my remaining substance abuse issues when this was all over.
And guns. I might have known you'd turn up. Sorry. Heading home? Oh, I am here to pick up my daughter, but I imagine she's stuck on the plane. What are you up to? I don't know. Trying to make a difference. Giving back. Yeah, that's what you call it. Take care. Yeah.
Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was. Judgment with a smile. You can't beat it. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead.
В сральниках ничего интересного не оказалось.
There were Ufe all over the airport and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need. End of the departure lounge. Just perfect. Grenades. They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Навряд ли из-за одной песни. Не, ну ясен хрен, что авторская прилетит, но не ограничит стрим с доступа. Это вроде как если несколько, то могут.
I could deal with my remaining substance abuse
Я
issues
один
when this
хрен,
was
оно того
all.
стоило.
Chances were I wasn't going to be alive much longer. So why not get a buzz on? next terminal was down the escalators. It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. If I was going to be able to turn the power on anywhere, it'd be in the office. I always like to travel on medication.
Да хер ли я на картаны-то сел? Я ничего не нажимал.
Trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both. We were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes. Son of a bitch. Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me. wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
Да, суровые бразильские спецназовцы. На минуту нельзя даже здесь сесть.
I felt like I'd missed out on a joke, and it was a real good one. Come on. The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Суровый Макс. Сальтуху ебанул, блядь, не понял. Вот так вот.
This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me! Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
this was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Get in, Max! I'm in, just drive the fucking car! Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close! Look! There's a whole team of them! Over on the right! We're getting hit! Come on! We got a flight to catch! It's not going to take off without... Come on, Max! They're gonna kill us! Shit! That about sums it up. Let's set up a roadblock. Shit! This isn't good! Eyes front! I normally am behind the desk kind of cop. Only I've been... Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with. Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift!
Of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway. Local residents expressed outrage, say they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
Вот и все. На этом заканчивается история Макса. Началась его история, считай, холодной ночью, а заканчивается теплым рассветом. Как по мне, очень достойный конец. Макс очень многое пережил. Все-таки концовка одна из лучших, которую я встречал. Прям очень я рад, что вновь прошел трилогию. Как я и говорил, я бы хотел бы тоже на этой красивой ноте уйти, так как я, честно говоря, я не вижу для себя никаких перспектив на ютубе, как я и говорил. Я вернулся 2 месяца практически тому назад, чтобы выполнить свое обещанное слово, точнее 2 обещанных слова. Это пройти GTA-шки, начиная с 3-й части и заканчивая пятеркой. И, собственно, трилогию Макса. Я держал свое слово. Я ради этого в первую очередь не возвращался, я об этом говорил, мне нечего скрывать. Что бы я бы вам хотел бы пожелать, если у вас есть цель, мечта, даже спустя там несколько лет, как говорится, лучше поздно, чем никогда. Я свои слова сдержал спустя 2 года полностью. Теперь я свободен. Моя совесть чиста. Я сдержал свои слова. Но с учетом того, что год тому назад Remedy совместно с Rockstar договорились, собственно, выпустить ремейки первых 2 частей. Плюс, мне кажется, GTA-шка 6 не за горами, по крайней мере, хотя бы в трейлер. Потому что я считаю, в этом году 5-й GTA-шке будет 10 лет, и, соответственно, Rockstar что-то должны анонсировать по GTA-шке. Мне так кажется, по крайней мере. Что-то они должны сделать, с учетом того, что в 5-й части будет 10 лет. Так что до тех пор я буду с вами, пока не придет время ремейков и 6-й GTA-шки, и лишь потом я поставлю жирную точку в своей истории. Следите за каналом или не следите, это уже ваше дело. Я никого насильно держать не буду, как хотите. Еще есть некоторые игры, которые я бы хотел пройти. Раскрывать пока карты не буду. Все сами прекрасно увидите. И сразу бы я хотел бы также предупредить, я часто не буду сейчас, собственно, стримить. Так, по желанию, откровенно говоря. Вот. Где-то в основном будет стримы в конце недели. То есть на выходных. Вот. Так что прямо активности от меня не ждите. Вот. Спасибо всем, кто был со мной на протяжении 2 месяца. Кто со мной прошел этот путь. Особенно я бы хотел поблагодарить тебя, Ольга. Я не ожидал, что, скажем так, я буду в женской компании. На самом деле, я серьезно, я не ожидал. Обычно у меня, так сказать, мужская компания была, а тут, считай, еще прекрасный женский пол, так сказать, добавился в эту компанию. Было весело. Но, как говорится, что-то кончается, а что-то начинается. Опять же, я свое слово сдержал полностью. Я как могу одновременно и уйти на покой, так и, собственно, дальше пилить контент. Но не так часто. Вот. Вроде ничего не забыл. Все, что я хотел, я сказал. Опять же, спасибо вам, то, что вместе со мной прошли этот путь. Я с вами не прощаюсь, но и держать никого насильно не буду. Вам уже решать, следить за каналом или нет.